The first question is how about temperature? So I guess it's about the VR, right?
Okay. Yeah, this is a nice, this is a very nice question. So temperature is very important. So we actually has a many method to realize the temperature. And so we actually has a one paper is still is fighting against the reviewer and the editor. So in a journal, okay. So which integrated the temperature. Okay, temperature. If you just want to improve increase the temperature. So I think it's a lot of methods such as these metal-based traces can change the temperature, and there are also some people reported using other methods to modulate the temperature, such as you can go back to see the paper published by Professor Xu Cheng from UCSD, that the wearable AC. So you may have some ideas. Okay. Yeah. So okay, I was in the chat, right? So let me read the second question. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Second question. Okay. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder what are the limits of the spatial resolution, evaporation, tactile feedback devices. This is also a nice question. Okay. So the spatial resolution, evaporation, tactile feedback devices, there are several things that you need to know. First thing you need to know, so the mechanoreceptors under our skin are distributed around the different parts, the difference. So our hands has the most dense mechanical receptors. So if you want to develop such a glove or something, so you need to think about this point. Well, so first the thing is that you need to know the features of each different mechanoreceptors, because each different type of mechanoreceptor are responsible for different resolution different frequencies. And then, so you also need to know the distribution, so in-depth distribution, and which method you need to use to activate them. And so typically speaking, so if you just use the vibration-based method, it's very hard to realize very high resolution, because so we cannot distinguish. So like I think it's so smaller in 1 centimeter or 5 millimeter. So you need to combine with other type of actuators. Okay. Well, so if you want to use it on your arm or legs or chest, because the density is much lower, so I think that there's no worry about the distribution, the resolution. Okay. Yeah, so next question is, can you share the current research trends on liquid type stretchable sensors, especially their possible applications? Okay, so I'm not sure whether you are asking about the liquid metal-based stretchable sensors. I think a lot of people are doing very nice work of this area. So Professor Guo is a very is an expert in this area, I think so. So for liquid metal, I think it's most of the works are using liquid metal as the conductive layer. So other liquid type, I'm not sure. So maybe these microfluidic based all these wet sensor. Well, for wet sensors, so there are also some like nice works such as so more based on the electrochemical based and the enzyme, and also the like the color change. So you can find the works such as published by Professor Zhang Rodgers and Professor Zhou Wang, and so Gao Wei, and so these are there's many nice works. Okay. So next question, how much force does the VR actuator have? Well, so the actuator we are using now is a vibration actuator. So we didn't measure the force because it keeps vibrating, but we measure the amplitude. The amplitude is basically linear with the input power. If you input about 1 to 2 milliwatt, so we can achieve tens of micrometer amplitude. Well, so based on this linear shape, so we can realize over hundreds or even millimeter or even centimeter size of the travel amplitude, so which can provide a very intense force that's for us to feel.
All right, many thanks to you, Dr. Yu. So Okay. So I think I need to share the screen.
Okay. Here is let me answer one more question. It's from Professor Ren. Okay. So okay. Yeah. So definitely.
Maybe I can talk. Maybe I can directly ask you. Absolutely wonderful talk, and obviously based on many of your outstanding work. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all your great work. And I know you recently published one paper in Soft Science, but obviously Soft Science can publish quite a few more your work. I hope to receive your more papers very soon.
Yeah, definitely, no problem. Yeah.
And but I do have another technical question.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of work obviously is going to be very useful for the disabled people.
Yes.
In many ways, probably can make their life, more close to, if not exactly back to normal, but very close to normal. And then also, my real question here, or it's not a question, maybe it's a comment. So you can do a lot of touching, feeling remotely. Will this be causing a societal consequence? So nowadays, I read the news that in China, the birth rate is keeping decreasing. And then now the young people, if get into this, have sensors, for the personal love life. And if they have the remote feeling, touching, and then they start not to get real dating, marriage, to have kids, that will be a societal problem. How do you think about that?
Yeah. So thank you, Professor Ren. So that's why. So people that think why that's why PhD. So doctor of philosophy. It's a really question. So I think it's about the philosophy. Yeah, I think so. This may be like a big challenge. So in the future, especially, so I think so Russia may be, concerned this problem is even more. Yeah, so this may happen. Well, so my suggestion is also what we try to do is we still focus on our technology on the biomedical application. Well, for the social media and this entertainment. So we just show the possibility, and for me, so I feel it's maybe people should pay more attention to this area. So maybe they are not making a lot of money, but really help a lot of people.
Maybe what I can say is since you guys are pioneers in this field, and maybe you should write not a very long article to Soft Science, maybe a short one, to discuss the technical benefit to society and also possible disadvantage or possible consequence to the society, and then to call people utilize this technology in a beneficial way instead of the consequential way. In that way, to call people to at the very beginning not to use it in the wrong way. I know, this is science in the history has told us any science, any technology, there are good consequence and also bad consequence. So let's put this record straight from the very beginning. The intention is really good to try to improve the technology, improve the science, and also improve people's life. But on the other hand, there is the downside. Bad people or the ill-intentional people will use it indifferently, which is not what as scientists we are envisioned where we are working so hard try to achieve. So in that way, we will give the society a better, a clear guidance to the technology.
Yeah,
I think you probably in a very good situation to do that at the beginning. as I said, they don't have to be too long. You know, a few pages, and that would be great.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so this is a really nice suggestion. So I think we also have the responsibility to tell the society. So what is the right direction? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we consider it. Yeah.
So okay, so for last, so we have a survey. So if you are interested, just take the survey and you can scan the code on the left. All right. So Dr. Yu, many thanks to you, and that's really a wonderful talk. So I think that's all for today, right? So if you're interested, just take the survey.
Yeah, thank you, Professor
Thank you.
and thank you, Professor Ren.
Yeah.
All right.
This certainly set the bar high for the future talks. So I really appreciate Dr. Yu and for taking the time talking about your wonderful work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's keep this good talking series going, and hopefully we are going to have more and more good talks. Not only good talks, but also many people who are in the audience will learn from the talks and then do more work, and then more importantly, submit your papers to Soft Science to make the Soft Science a good journal in the future. So as a home for all sorts of soft science related project, related work to be published there. And then people, whenever need to look for good work, good directions, then they go to look for soft science journal. That's the whole purpose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you.